Hey, what is going on YouTube? East Tactics here coming at you with another video, and today I'm super excited about showing you something and sharing another opportunity for a Modbox giveaway. So sorry for the mess. I've got just a ton of stuff everywhere, but this video is to showcase two things, specifically these really sick 40mm fan covers, and also check this out. This right here is a mount for the specific Racing heatsink. Now, if you guys remember, I've recommended this heatsink in the past, particularly because it goes all the way around the motor and it latches on really good. The downside though is that it's rated for these little 30mm fans, which, you know, are cool, and you can get the 30mm fans if you want, but I'm a huge fan of the 40mm fans, right? So the video basically just goes over, you know, how to kind of drill your own holes into this thing so that you can, you know, mount the 40mm fan on there. Just kind of like the best practices on how to do it, because it's sort of hard to do and to get those holes in the exact spot. And to be completely honest with you, is maybe a turnoff as to the reason why you would even do this. Well, now I want to share something with you. I was approached by a gentleman recently who basically just said, hey, I watched your video, and so I decided to make a piece that will complement these Racing heat sinks in order to allow us to put our highly coveted 40mm fans on there. So anyway, he decided to cut his own fabrication and make a piece that slides perfectly on, screws down into those 4 spots right there, and then your fan just like sits on there like butter, like sits on there beautifully. Then, of course, we've got these fan covers, and put this one here. It's gonna be the new look for my vehicle. So ultimately, what I'm going to do is I'm going to install these on my vehicle, and what I want to do is I want to share with you exactly how you can get these two products, as well as have a chance to win the mod compilation box. So let's get right into it, shall we? So let's get right into it. All you need to do is order a set of these, or one of these, or just make an order from this gentleman on his eBay store, and you'll be qualified. Or you can jump onto this guy's, I'll leave a link in the description on where you can pick this up so that you can incorporate it into this setup right here for the Racing heatsink. And again, all you need to do is do one or the other. And here's the exciting thing. So I'm going to include one of these and one of these, probably this one, in the Modbox compilation, along with all of the other things that I include normally in my Modbox compilation. Now granted, you're going to be getting one of these from him, or you might get one of these, so maybe, you'll end up with 2 of these, who knows. Maybe you have 2 vehicles, or maybe you have 2 fans. Either way, I am going to incorporate one of these fan covers as well as this. I'll even give this Racing in the Modbox compilation. Now you'll notice I put a bunch of holes in there. This was just for me doing practice. It isn't easy putting those holes in there in the right spots. So that's why I've got this dummy piece where I'm basically practicing. But what's interesting is this cover right here will cover it up, so you won't even see those holes. It will be like pretty much, you won't even notice it. So the mod box is going to include the mount, the actual heat sink, all the stuff that you need to attach it, a fan with, we're going to put one of these covers in there as well. Yeah, so the mod box is going to be comprehensive. Now, again, all you need to do is go to his website on eBay, make an order from him, or go to this gentleman and approach him and pick up one of these. And then in the comment section, just say, I ordered, and the keywords is going to be I ordered. your chances of actually winning are going to be a ton greater, because it's only going to be amongst the people that have actually made an order from this gentleman or picked up one of these from this gentleman. So yeah, if you want to take advantage of the higher chances of winning a Modbox compilation, then do that. Jump in and pick up one and let me know. Here's what's actually really cool too. The guy that makes these 40mm fan covers actually makes a whole bunch of really cool things. He's got these in different colors. I think he's even got different faces. Check out his eBay store. Another thing though that he does make is he makes these slider protectors that you can attach to the top of your vehicle. And these are actually really well designed, because they're not too like obnoxiously big, and they've got a little bit of a flex to them, but they'll do a great job protecting your vehicle. I actually ordered one time because I wanted to, like, you know, throw something on the top of my vehicle for like protection, and so I found these on Amazon. But these things are like super huge. They stick up like sore thumbs. They're sort of like rounded the wrong way, like, I don't know if you can tell, but it's flat on the bottom, which makes it even like more difficult to fit on here. I'm sure there are other slider or protections for your vehicles, but this one I was disappointed when it arrived. So if you check his out though, they're perfect. Not only are they the right size, they're not overly huge, you know. I sit those on there. He includes the screws and the backside mounts for you. So all you got to do is just basically pop the holes through the body, and then it screws right into these things, and away you go. So you can pick up those if you want, or you can just check out his website for other things. Another really cool thing that I thought that he created that I thought was really cool is, check this out. This right here, it's not RC related, however, it's pretty sick. So if you'll notice, that is the shape of a bullet shell. So that's actually 5.56 or 2.23. Basically what you do is you slide this into the chamber as sort of a safety, an additional safety measure. So, you know, and you 3D prints these things. I can imagine that thing dangling from my AR when I have it put away, or if I'm out in the field and I just want to protect it from, you know, if there's kids around or something like that, I just want to be overly protective. This I can slide into the chamber, and this will just kind of dangle from it, and it's like pretty dope. So he's got those. Obviously, again, he's got like different colors he can print in, and so notice how I have two different kits right here for your slide protection, which brings me to the point that I will include probably the blue set, or if you can make a request if you want blue or black. All right. So how do you win the Modbox compilation? That's the question. So you just need to make a comment in this video that says I ordered X. So if you say I ordered, you know, a set of 40mm fan covers, or I ordered the roll kit, or I ordered, the key word though is I ordered, because when I do a search in the comments of this video, I'm going to put a criteria for those two words, I ordered. And then if you say that in your comment, then I'll know that you made an order, and then you'll be qualified for the Modbox compilation and a chance to not only win this, everything that I include in my Modbox compilation, and one of these Yaw Racing heat sinks. I'll also, of course, include a fan, and I'll even include all the Sorbothane accessories that I use for shock mitigation. Another thing that I wanted to show you guys really quick, especially if you're into the shock mitigation like I am, and you've already implemented some of the stuff that I've shared, or you're interested in incorporating some of the shock mitigation tactics. So this right here is really cool. It's a punch set that comes with a little piece that you can use to hammer on, and basically I can now take my sheet of Sorbothane, which I have sitting right here, which, by the way, I will include the Sorbothane for your fans. So basically this allows me to punch the holes to create these little pieces for the fans. It allows me to create this piece, which goes right here on that circle under the fan. It also just makes my life super easy. And so if you guys don't already have one of these hole punch kits in your arsenal, I highly recommend this particular kit, because there's a lot of junky ones out there. This one is actually really high quality. It's a teeny bit more expensive, but instead of spending $20, you're going to spend an extra 10 bucks. And if you look at the quality of these things, they're just way nice. Now, If you don't know what I'm talking about when I say shock mitigation tactics, I've got a whole playlist on incorporating shock mitigation under your servo, shock mitigation underneath your ESC, shock mitigation into your fans, and also even shock mitigation underneath the plate that is also under the ESC. So like I said, I go into all the details about how to incorporate tactics to protect your electronics in this playlist. So check that out. But this is just one of those new tools that I've incorporated into the ability for me to actually create this stuff and include all these goodies in my Modbox giveaways. So if you guys are interested, just jump over to this guy's eBay store, make an order, or pick up one of these mounts for your Yacht Racing heatsink so you can incorporate these fans and of course this setup. And then all you need to do is respond in this video and say, I ordered blah, 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 and you'll be entered in the giveaway. So ultimately, guys, mostly excited about, you know, supporting individuals that make things for this industry. If anybody is interested in, you know, marketing something that you're creating with a 3D printer, you know, contact me. My email is going to be in the description, and I'd be glad to basically share the word to the community, because honestly, we're a family, right? And we want to, you know, this stuff is just too cool. Super excited to share this information with you guys. Be sure to check the description, you know, if you want to see a link for, you know, where you can get this or where you can literally get any products. I have a link in the description just called Master Link, all the things that I've kind of pulled together over the last year that kind of complements the Arrma lineup, whether you have Italian, an Outcast, a Notorious, or a Centon or whatever. Most of the stuff is pretty cross-compatible with the Arrma Kraton and that specific 6S arena. So anyway, guys, super appreciate you watching my videos. I'm going to go ahead and get this stuff installed. I'll show you a quick image of it, what it looks like afterward, and how clean it is. If you're not subscribed to my channel, hit the subscription button, because I try to basically share outside the box thinking tactics for you, whether you're brand new to getting into the Arrma arena or any RC car for that matter. And also, if you want to be alerted of just future giveaways, because I'm a big fan of giving away, you know, all the little random modifications that I've created over the last year. A lot of the times it's just by simply leaving a comment in the description. So stay tuned by subscribing, and make sure you hit that like button for me, so that that helps me out quite a bit. Anyway, guys, stay safe, bash a lot, East Tactics out. On the bottom, I actually recommend you keeping the paper on this, because it actually helps it keep from binding up. So just a pro tip that I'm finding, leaving that paper on it is actually nice and helpful. It's not so much needed on the top as it is on the bottom. You may or may not find that's an issue with you, but I actually like mine to be a little bit more straight up and down, kind of parallel or in the same level. And also because it's straight up and down, it more takes advantage of the shock mitigation on chassis slap directly downward. The only small issue that I may run into is it looks like my pole, I also have trimmed this piece right here back quite a bit. It may present a small problem. So what I do is I loosen up I bring it over like this, and then now as far as my pole goes, sorry, all this stuff's in the way. I pop mine through this way. Get it all the way in. Now you'll notice that on this side over here, I have to kind of pull my fan a little bit away, and so it's sort of locked in there a little bit tighter. Once I get that all the way in, then I can move my motor as far as right there. So that's as far as I can go. And when that's backed up as far as it can go that way, then I'll tighten up these two screws. Now, these two I am constantly removing and taking out. And so I just want to let you guys know that I'm going to remove this completely. And the reason why I'm going to remove those is because I actually went and I picked up 4mm Torx. I got myself basically a whole baggie of them, because as I'm working through my vehicle and I strip one of these, which they're all over the place, I'm going to replace with these. Now if I end up having to cut some of this stuff off for length, I will. I'll just use my Dremel and, you know, cut these to the right length. But the biggest thing is that these are Torx